everyone, this video will provide you more detailed instructions on the final portfolio assignment. It'll go through the instructions sort of step by step, so if you have the written version of those instructions from the course, that's helpful to follow along. So the first thing you'll want to do is you'll want to start by creating a folder. So anywhere on your computer or on a zip drive, you can create a folder. I'm just going to put mine on the desktop, and you should sort of have it with your first name and last name in it. So I'm going to call it ePortfolio and then Allison Thompson. Okay, so in this folder, you'll want to put the final polished version of each one of your papers. Okay, and so those you should have them somewhere, but you'll want to put them in this folder. So you'll want to go through your papers, read my final comments, revise, edit, polish. You'll want to have everything in that folder. You will want to write an introduction to your portfolio and save it in the folder. It's one page. You can use your previous introduction from the course, but you want to change it and make sure you tell readers what they can expect from the writing. And then you'll write a reflection as well for the folder. One page again, and reflect on how you have improved as a writer. So I'm going to put all of my final drafts of my paper in this folder. So once you have all of your final polished papers in the folder, you want to go ahead in the course and open up that portfolio template. So if I go to content, and there's a couple different places that it's in, but if I go to week 12, so if you go to the week 12 folder and you can see the ePortfolio template. If you right click it or click on the arrow, you can click download. You want to make sure you put that template in that folder with all of your other papers. So when you save this, once you start adding content to it, you want to save it in the folder where all of those other papers are. So the template looks like this. It's very plain, it's very basic. I'll show you sort of a final portfolio example, but title can you sort of fill in the blank. ePortfolio, name, composition 1, obviously update the date. And then down below here, you have instructions. You need to go to the design menu and choose a design for your portfolio. So any one of these designs is fine. Make sure it's readable, make sure it's consistent. I'm going to pick this design because that one looks nice. Or it could be a simple design depending on how comfortable you are with PowerPoint. So I could just pick any one of these really. I'm going to do that one, just sort of the bubble one. So title, name, and then each one of your essays and papers will be put on a page. So again, under the welcome, you want to write a paragraph welcoming your readers to the portfolio. There's steps below on how you create a hyperlink. We'll go through that. So you'll want to have a welcome. You'll type in this box 2 paragraphs. You can add a photo here. You can add a photo for each page to sort of represent what it looks like. And then you'll want to link in your introduction paper. And to do that, you want to highlight. You want to go to insert hyperlink, and then you will find where your folder is that has all of your papers. So I just put my folder on the desktop, then I open my ePortfolio folder and I find my introduction paper and I click OK. And so that will hyperlink the paper here. So I type my welcome, I put my photo in, I hyperlink the paper in. If I want to sort of preview what this looks like, it sort of has the author, the welcome, and then when I click on this hyperlink, it will open up the folder, it'll open up the Word document. So it links that text to your actual paper. So the paper opens up and then I can read the paper. So here's an example of an e-portfolio. The title, e-portfolio, name, date, year, and then it starts in with the author introduction. Has a nice welcome here, a nice family picture, and then the descriptive paper. The author's notes, there's 2 paragraphs for the author's notes, and then the paper is linked in below, and then there's an image that represents the paper. So you can see sort of a pattern. The design of the e-portfolio is up to you. Some people get really creative. As long as it's clean and clear and consistent, that is just fine with me. And all of those papers need to be linked in to the slide that represents it. Again, sometimes a family picture is used. Sometimes it's just a general picture that represents the title of the paper, the lengths, and then the author's notes, which is on every slide. So this is a really great example of a portfolio. When you're done, you want to make sure you save your presentation to that folder, okay? I'm going to override it. I'm going to save the presentation to that folder. When I open up the folder, I have all of my final papers. I have my PowerPoint that brings it all together. And then what I want to do is I want to right click on the folder name. You can then right click on the folder name, and this process that we're doing now is zipping the folder so we can upload all of those files together in the course. If you have 7-zip, you can do that. You can right click and then you can scroll to add to eportfolio.zip. It's this option down here. And when you do that, it'll sort of package all those files together very nicely. Let me do that one more time. So either go to 7-zip and add to eportfolio.zip. Or if you don't have 7-zip, you can click send to compressed folder. And that'll package them. But the best thing to do is right click 7-zip and then add to ePortfolio AllisonThompson.zip. So that's that new file that it created, and this is the file that you want to upload to Dropbox, okay? This zip file here. You're not off the hook until I look at the file and make sure your hyperlinks are working and make sure all of those files are zipped. So let's just do that one more time just so I can make sure you understand. So one folder, ePortfolio with your name, all of your final papers, your final PowerPoint. The PowerPoint again has those links in. It has every slide has a link that links your paper in. To create a link again, you click on the text, you go to insert, hyperlink, and then find your paper to link to. Once you have made sure all of those are in the folder, you go back out so you can see your folder name, you right click 7-zip, add to ePortfolio, and then you have your ePortfolio zip file. It should say file type compressed file, and then this is what you upload to the final assignments. So if there's any questions about the ePortfolio, please let me know. I look forward to seeing what you guys create, and we'll talk soon. Thanks so much.